What is up, you guys? It's your girl, Brand New, and I am back in the building, honey. And this time I am back for some brandom, no, not random, brandom topics. Okay, yeah, it's a little cheesy or corny, but you know I gotta put my name up in there some way. You know I'm important, okay? Okay, so the first story I want to talk about is Miss Evelyn Lozada, okay? Yes, Evelyn Lozada, honey, she got dragged last season on Basketball Wives, honey. We all came together and we had to tear Miss Evelyn down, honey, and put her in her place, okay? Because she was trying to come at our girl, OG, and we all came together on the colorism tip. We was not having it. We wasn't playing no games. All of us dragged her on our videos. Now, it is reported that Evelyn will not be coming back to Basketball Wives. And the way it was reported is Evelyn was basically asked a question by, I guess, one of her fans. And I think the fan had asked, well, are you single? And she had said no, so she got her a man now. Good for her. And then they asked, are you returning to Basketball Wives? And she put most likely no. I don't believe that. I believe they have been filming for this season. We already saw OG and Chad Ochocinco and Kwame. I saw all of them in a photo together, I guess, at some type of charity event. So, and then it was reported that they were both making fun of, Evelyn, saying the whole, oh, Chad wanted me and all of that. That was funny last season, But I don't know, you guys. What do you all think about Evelyn Lozada not returning back to Basketball Wives? I think it's a smart move if she doesn't return. Because it's like, what else do you have to talk about? I think all the fans are pretty much sick and tired of her. They feel like she has not changed. I feel like that as well. I just feel like, I don't know, last season really brought her down to a very dark place. It just put her, like if she was catapulted like up, right? After her growth and her change with Iyanla and being on Fix My Life. And, she did all of that. Got with Carl and had her baby and, had her show on. So she was up in the sky, doing good. And then, Evelyn, you brought your stock back down when you brought your ass back to this show. It wasn't even just what happened last season. That really put the nail in the coffin. But I'm just saying, I don't think it was a good idea anyways. I don't think it was good business-wise, spiritually to return to Basketball Wives, because if you're going to be on a reality show and you're going to be dealing with these women, you have to be smart enough to know that they are going to put you in certain situations. And you need to be able to navigate yourself out of those situations without being so nasty. And to me, it just has did more harm, you guys, than good. So I don't believe she's gone. I think she kind of is saying that, like, if she doesn't come back after this upcoming season, then okay. But as far as this season that they're filming, I believe she is going to be on this upcoming season. I do, because I do feel like they are all contractually obligated at this point. So we'll follow, the story and see, what comes out officially. Only a fan had asked her, would she be coming back? And she's saying, well, most likely no. And, I don't really believe it. I'll believe it when I see it. Okay, so let's move it on along to the next story. Okay, so the next story I got from watching Sherelle's World. So I'm going to play you guys what she's saying on there, and then I will be in and out with my commentary.
Okay, so remember a couple days ago, she just announced on her own Instagram account that she had just hired Lisa Bloom. And we were like, well, are you going to tell us why? I mean, that's good and everything we think, but we need to know why. Okay, so now the rumors are coming out. And it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So as I've been previously reporting, Bravo plans on firing a lot of the high-paid housewives for a couple reasons, for money, and also to freshen up the shows. Which, as of now, NeNe Leakes is the highest-paid housewife.
As she should be, because in my opinion, she is the most interesting.
Say that she gets paid highest per episode, but because they're not bringing her on and they're being wishy-washy, she's not going to make as much as she previously did.
So that is why, you guys, she has not been in, a whole bunch of episodes this season. I feel like Bravo was trying to cut down on the money that they give her, and punish her.
So what's going on? They're basically trying to push NeNe out, as we all noticed. They didn't. Andy has not invited her this season to be on Watch What Happens Live.
I've noticed that as well.
He's not bringing her on every episode, and sometimes they don't even tell her she's not going to appear on the episode. According to NeNe, they are editing her really, really poorly, making her look like the villain, and they're letting Kenya Moore get away with murder. Okay, so this is no secret. The plan is basically laid out in front of us, people, which is she is the highest paid, so she's most likely to be fired. Kenya came back for less money this season. She's willing to put up the juicy storylines, and just for what they're trying to accomplish, it makes sense to get rid of NeNe. But instead of just coming out and firing her, like most people do, like, okay, thank you for your services, but we're going to go in a different direction. It's been fun, NeNe. And letting her go out with a little dignity and a little pride, Messy Andy's deciding to play head games with her. And it started when he made that comment. He intentionally, I think it was a couple weeks ago, showed her wearing the same dress. Now, this seems really shallow, but for some reason, stars don't want to be caught in the same outfit more than once.
And I always felt, you guys, that was really petty of Andy Cohen to be, like, to me, it was petty for him to even comment on NeNe wearing that same dress at another time, at another event. That right there just kind of let me know that, I don't know, there was some type of beef between, the two of them. Andy Cohen, he also talked about in a different interview, he talked about the rumors of NeNe possibly quitting the show and her whole debacle with Wendy Williams. Y'all know she had called her to vent, and supposedly, allegedly, honey, she told her she was going to be quitting the show. Andy said that's normal. A lot of the housewives throughout the season always say that they're going to quit. It's very normal.
Intentionally trying to embarrass her, and they kind of went at it, and then she noticed what was going on. That's when she had her friend Wendy Williams come out and do that plot that they set up, because listen, Wendy's no fool. That was no accident. So she's gone and hired a lawyer now for being mistreated and being pushed out, which I don't understand. Which, it's a risky move. Let me put it that way. It's a risky move because nobody wants to be sued. Whenever you think about suing your boss, you pretty much ruined a lot of things because nobody wants to be sued. And so, although as of now, she hasn't sued them, but it looks like that's the road she's going down. And NeNe's in a quandary, people, because here I am, supposed to be Bravo royalty, highest paid. I know exactly what they're doing. Do I let them push me out, make me look bad this season, according to her, drain me, take me through all of this, possibly ruin my reputation for future jobs, or do I go out trying to be on good terms with Bravo. It's a catch-22 situation.
And I see what she's saying, because normally if you sue your boss and all of that, they go just fire you anyways and just cut ties with you. But I think that there is a higher way to deal with this situation. I feel like NeNe is the one that really put the Housewives on the map. I believe they had another Housewives franchise before Atlanta, but Atlanta is the most popular. Atlanta is where the money is. Okay, that's them girls. They make a lot of money and they bring in a lot of viewers. So Andy, he better really get strategic on what the hell he plan on doing. I don't think, like I said, I don't think it's NeNe you want to get rid of. I think Kandi is your person, because at least with NeNe, we know she go get into it with somebody and it's gonna be good. Okay, but with Kandi, we don't really care who Kandi gets into it with. I mean, she done had her thing with Portia that lasted for years, and we over that. Like, we know she don't want Phaedra. Like I said several times in my other videos, she don't want Phaedra back on the show. She's holding up that storyline. And with Phaedra not coming back on the show, we don't have that whole thing with her and Kandi where we could be like, oh, well, why y'all fall out? And, we know why they fell out, but can y'all, be cordial to each other at least? Kandi is not even allowing Phaedra to come back to even do that. Her whole thing was, I'm going to threaten to walk away, period, if she comes, or, even if she's on the show for a little bit, I don't want nothing to do with her. And I'm so appalled that you guys would have me work with such a person. So what I think that Andy needs to do is put his foot on Kandi's neck, because she is the one, in my opinion, you all, out of all those girls who really don't need this show. What is she doing? What is she bringing at this point? I told y'all, Marlo should have a peach. You could kind of get rid of Eva at this point, because I don't really see, and y'all know I'm an Eva fan, but I don't, unless Eva brings it at the fucking reunion, and then even if you bring it at the reunion, you're going to have to keep bringing it. I just find Eva to be inconsistent, to be on the Housewives. We need you to be consistently messy and consistently backing up your stories and standing up to these women and holding your own. We need to see that. And, we kind of see it here and then we kind of see it there, and then you backpedal and then it's not good. Okay.
Or do I go out trying to be on good terms with Bravo? It's a catch-22 situation. I mean, I guess it depends on what your personality is. Me personally, well, I'm glad I'm not NeNe, because there's some serious, you don't want to burn bridges. It's I don't know, it's tricky. I mean, Andy Cohen is blatantly doing her wrong. A lot of times you send your stars out with a little dignity and a little pride. Like he tried to do Tamara Judge and Vicky Gunvalson. He left it up to them to say they were fired. But for NeNe, he's being rude. There's no other way around it. And I believe her. You can, I don't know if they necessarily edit it to make you look bad, but only show your bad parts is what they could do. And that really can mess up your reputation.
And a lot of people I noticed, I saw in other people's comments, they were saying, well, nobody ruined NeNe's reputation and the show is so much better now that Kenya is on it. Kenya brings fake storylines. She brings inauthenticity. That's what she brings. Not authenticity, inauthenticity. It's just not original. It's not real. That's why a lot of us fell in love with NeNe, because it's like, wow, this girl is really down home. She's really married with a family. Like, we get her. We understand her. With Kenya, it's just, like I said, you guys, it's manufactured. It's the husband don't want to be bothered. You done fell out with your damn aunt for the upteenth time. Where the hell is Brandon at? Wasn't he one of her damn friends at one point? We see her doing a little backstabbing stuff to Cynthia, and Cynthia is really happy and in love. And, you know, and a lot of people thought that NeNe was being shady towards Cynthia's engagement, you know, with Mike Hill, and calling her insecure and desperate and thirsty. You know, all the little Instagram posts her and Mike Hill, you know, they make together. What is that? They call each other chill or whatever. So people get on NeNe for that, but they don't point out how Kenya is this malicious friend that is jealous of her friend, that, you know, jealous that her friend has a man that really loves her and really proposed to her in a really special way. So, child, I could go on and on, but y'all get my point.
He's being rude. There's no other way around it. And I believe her. You can, I don't know if they necessarily edit it to make you look bad, but only show your bad parts is what they could do. And that really can mess up your reputation for future jobs, because people can be like, we don't want to work with NeNe Leakes. She has an attitude. I mean, and, you know, she made a lot of money for him over the years. So why would he choose to do it this way? Andy could be messy at times. Maybe he has a personal grudge. I don't know why he's choosing to do it this way. But the writing's on the wall, people. NeNe's basically out. It is what it is. And I personally thought that they wouldn't do that because, number one, the show is still #1 rated. People love the feud with Kenya and NeNe. It is what it is. People take sides.
Yeah.
But the year Kenya wasn't on and there was no sides to choose, everybody complained it was boring. People loved.
I did not at all feel the show was boring. Yes, they had some boring episodes, but I don't feel like it was a horrible season. I just don't. I felt like it was just a different kind of season. We still had drama. We still had beef. So to me, it was cool. But I guess to the Kenya fans, you know, they felt a certain way. And I felt a certain way myself when NeNe wasn't on the show. So I can understand that. But to me, I don't feel like Kenya makes or breaks the show. But like I said, I don't even think that Kenya needs to be off the show. I really do feel like they need to get rid of Candy. Candy is that one that they need to really send on her damn way.
The madness. It's degrading at times, these two bickering like they're small children, but they love the drama.
And another thing is they just need to bring on more women. We need new women, at least 2 to 3 women that I think it's hard though, you guys, for them to get new women because a lot of women don't want to be on reality TV. You know, it is messy. It is a lot of drama. It is, I don't know. It just seemed like it would just be stressful to deal with all the time. You know, they shoot for long hours. Then you got to be around a whole bunch of bitches you don't like. So,
and both of the women, when Kenya left, it really was boring. Up until they showed her at the end coming to Cynthia's party and Cynthia not telling NeNe. It was boring. When NeNe had left for a minute and they had Claudia, I can't remember who it was, but it was boring and the ratings went down. So you would think that if he wanted, you would think that since he is, I'm not going to say that he isn't anymore, since he's going to fire NeNe, why would he do her like that? Sounds like a personal vendetta to me. I mean, most executives, producers don't do that to someone that has made them a lot of money over the years. And you have to remember, not just for NeNe, reality television is a double-edged sword. You could be an Omarosa and bring in the ratings. It will affect your job. If you don't bring in the ratings, then you're not going to have a job too. So it's a
But like I said before, why is it on Kenya and why is it on NeNe to bring in these ratings? You know, we done already seen what happened with the show when Kenya wasn't on it. Kenya was only off, you guys, for a season. And it felt like NeNe was off for like a couple of seasons. And I think she made an appearance here or there, but you know. But I'm just saying, it's time for him to get rid of these other people. He could get rid of Candy, like I said, and Eva could go at this point. Hell, Cynthia, honestly, she could go. But see, Cynthia, in my opinion, is too much of an anchor. She got her former friendship with NeNe. She got her friendship with Kenya. And then, both of them kind of fighting over her, if you want to say that. So, do you see what I'm saying? Like, it makes sense for all of them to be there, but what part does Candy play? Nothing. She's neutral with everything. She's trying to take up for Kenya now because they in a little alliance so they don't get fired. But, I don't know. That's just how I see it, you guys. Get down in those comments. Let me know how you see it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out later.